Peace. I'm just sitting here thinking, right? You know, when you're building with somebody directly and they're trying to get knowledge yourself, and I feel like, you know, depending on, you know, how you teach and the way you teach, I feel like there's 3 degrees you can teach them before they get 120. You know, but that depends on you, depending on, you know, how comfortable you are with teaching them that way. You know, if they're fast learners and they can grasp the concept. You know, but you got to be a person of that set ability, you know what I'm saying, as far as them being your fruit or your student, that they're going to learn that way. You know, that's the knowledge degree in the 1 to 10. That's the knowledge degree in the 1 to 14. And that's the knowledge equality degree in the 1 to 40. I think those 3 degrees are good before you get 120, just so a person can have a strong foundation if you see that, you know what I mean, they need that for them. You know, some people teach different. Some people you don't teach the same way. But I feel like those 3 degrees will give you a strong foundation if the person is willing to learn and they know what's going on and they advancing with it. You know, just like, you know, with the knowledge degree, you gotta know who you are. God, the earth, and His universe. You know, with the knowledge degree, you gotta know that your word is bond. And you gotta show and prove everything you say and do. If not, there's consequences. And also, you're gonna be a part of this nation. You gotta understand who's the 5%. Poor, righteous teachers, true and living gods and earths. You know, those 3 degrees are important to me. Now, everybody don't teach that way. And I'm not trying to change anything. I know people say, no, I don't teach that way. I'm not trying to change anything or any way the way this goes. You know, because I know there's an order. You know, I know some people got the 1 to 10, the 1 to 36, the 1 to 14, 1 to 40, actual facts, solo facts. Some people got the 1 to 10, the 1 to 14, the 1 to 36, the 1 to 40, actual facts, solo facts. Me personally, it don't matter which way you got it as long as you got it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way you was taught, and you're not wrong. As long as you're not mixed, diluted, or tampered with these lessons, then you all right with me. Because if I ask you, what is your 47 degree and 120, you tell me why is the devil selling the best part, then I know how you got your lessons. If I ask you what is your 25th degree and you tell me my name is blah, 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 then I know how you got your lessons. You know, as long as you're not mixed, diluted, or tampered with these lessons, I'm cool with that. And I know that it matters that wherever you're from, you know what I'm saying, how you was taught or who taught you, you know what I'm saying, it definitely makes a difference. You know, some people don't understand that, you know, one word could change a nation. You know, some people got skunk in their lessons. I never got skunk in my lessons. You know, they got different type of lessons. You know, some people got refinement. I never got refinement, I just got power. You know what I'm saying, that'll tell you what kind of lessons they got as well. You know, this is not no argument, this is not no debate. You know, I done built with different gods and earths, and they'll tell you I ain't on no bullshit. I just haven't built with you yet. But we gonna build, because there's always time to build. You know, those of you that strive to get knowledge yourself to become righteous, you know, understand it come in due time so that you be just and true, so keep building. And for those of you that are 120 holders, keep teaching, because we know that we all come together for one common cause, and that's to teach the babies. You know, with that, I say peace to the 5% nation of gods, the earths, and the babies. I be Power C. Born Along.